Hello, my name is Andrea Willett, and I'm a nurse and a PhD candidate at the University of Ottawa in Ottawa, Canada. I'm happy to be presenting on behalf of myself and Dr. Josephine Etowa our qualitative research project entitled Obstetric Violence in Hospital-Based Childbirth, an Intersectional Feminist Poststructuralist Case Study. Obstetric violence defines a form of normalized, structural, gender-based violence encompassing a range of disrespectful and abusive behaviors enacted by healthcare providers towards pregnant and birthing women, impacting their quality of life and producing differential health outcomes. Obstetric violence may be categorized as physical, verbal, psychological, and sexual abuse, stigma and discrimination, failure to meet professional standards of care, inappropriate use of procedures, and health system conditions and constraints. Obstetric violence during hospital-based childbirth is a systemic problem experienced by women worldwide. According to the World Health Organization, 40% of women in low and middle income countries experience mistreatment during birth. No prevalence studies exist in Canada, the context for this research project. However, evidence stemming from the United States finds that 1 in 6 women will experience mistreatment in childbirth. In high-income settings, low-income women, women from racialized or ethnic minorities, and immigrant women are more likely to experience obstetric violence. Experiences of obstetric violence can result in post-traumatic stress disorder and postpartum depression, decreased uptake of care in future pregnancies, and impaired maternal-infant bonding and family dynamics. Very little is known about obstetric violence in the Canadian context, its impacts on women, its drivers, and how it can be prevented and eliminated. The overall aim of the project is therefore to explore obstetric violence in hospital-based childbirth in a large urban center in Canada. The specific project objectives are: first, to examine women's experiences of obstetric violence; second, examine perinatal healthcare providers' perspectives of obstetric violence; third, identify factors that influence its occurrence; and finally, identify strategies to address it. The study is guided by an intersectional feminist post-structuralist framework, which integrates feminist post-structuralism and intersectionality, and has been constructed in this study to strengthen analysis of the individual nested within the social, historical, and political contexts. By drawing on mixed critical feminist approaches, the framework contributes to a deepened analysis of women's disparate healthcare experiences and health outcomes. The framework provides a lens to uncover and deconstruct social mechanisms, power relations, and discourses that mediate these experiences. This includes consideration of key concepts, including gender, race, and socioeconomic status, among other factors. It also considers a multitude of political strategies ranging from the individual through to the collective. An instrumental case study design is being used to explore the phenomenon in a large Canadian city. Purposive maximum variation and snowball sampling are being used. Participants are currently being recruited through community organizations, support groups, advocacy groups, and relevant social media sites. Data collection will include semi-structured interviews with women having experienced obstetric violence and perinatal healthcare providers, as well as collection of field notes, a document review, and a review of mass and social media. Interviews will be analyzed using Braun and Clark's approach to thematic analysis and informed by the intersectional feminist post-structuralist framework. Data from field notes and document and media reviews will serve to contextualize participant experiences and contribute to a holistic and multi-level analysis of the phenomenon. Through this study, we seek to understand the lived experience of obstetric violence and its impacts on women and their families, identify factors that contribute to its occurrence from the micro through to the macro level, and inform policies and practices that promote dignified, respectful, and safe obstetrical care. Raising awareness of obstetric violence will be an important step towards addressing and mitigating gender-based social and health inequalities that permeate women's childbirth experiences. Thank you very much.